isn't it, bromance? Hides the true intention. Anyway, we'll come to that. So, then Fat Man said, Hulk Hogan's got a sex tape and it's got racism in it. That don't sound very sexy.
I know, like, surely there's 2 separate tapes there. One for the sex and one for the race tape.
It's bad enough having Hulk Hogan in a sex tape without racism in it as well. Isn't it? Come on now. And this was when Fat Man Scoop gave them all a lesson on the N-word.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Big Brother basically shat himself and said, oh, you can't say that. What do you think about that?
Well, it did seem a bit weird, didn't it? Like, no, but... Oh, you thought it was right?
Yeah, black people should get carte blanche to say it.
Yeah, but that James idiot asked him a question.
Yeah, he said, what? Oh, he said, why is it okay for black people to say it?
But I thought his answer...
Stupid!
His answer was very concise. It did contain that word.
Yeah.
But he did actually, like, break it down. I thought... what he said made perfect sense. And then they give him a warning.
What he said was like so insightful and interesting, and then Big Brother goes, oh, you might offend people by saying that. Well, number one, you didn't have to show it. Number two, he was trying to actually educate a fucking moron who can't see why it's okay for a black person to say it, because they've reclaimed it and you were the one perpetuating it, not you but the white race. And then that was pathetic that Big Brother had to say that to him. I thought it was absolutely tragic. Look at how fucking Helen Wood went on last year, and then Big Brother has to go to Fat Man Scoop for trying to have an intelligent conversation. You racist bastards. What do you think?
Well, I mean...
Did you see how everyone was twitching though when he was talking about that?
A little
when
bit,
he said
yeah.
the N-word like 10 times, everyone was just like, uh-oh. Who was twitching the most? You said Stevie.
He did look nervous.
I know, it's a bit treading on eggshells.
But it's true though, you haven't got a right to tell him what he can and can't say.
Hey, Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, exactly. And then the fact that James even had to ask why is it okay for black
Oh,
men.
he's such
I can't
a
believe how
dicko.
stupid... What a stupid...
Stupid!
What a stupid thing to say. Ridiculous. And I actually had to explain that to someone on Twitter as well. Like, people don't know why it's not okay.
It makes Patsy Kensit saying she was going to... What was it? Go down Compton High Street.
What is this, the Dr. Dre special? So then Tila was still there. She told us she got abducted by aliens in 2009. We're not sure if this was before or after her Nazi...
But they let her go because she was so strong. That's what she said.
What?
She just felt a light and an energy and an aura. I think Jade was even there at one point. It was so strong. And then they just let her go because she was so strong.
Do you think like Hitler impregnated her in the spaceship or something?
Well, has she got a child?
Because no. But Hitler was using that like alien technology.
Well, I don't know it, but I've seen it on that Ancient Alien show,
He reverse engineered those, what was his planes called? Not the Spitfire, the nasty Nazi ones. And maybe there's a link there, you don't know.
Oh, the Fokkers.
What? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Ain't that Ben Stiller? Anyway, either way, there's a link here. Aliens, Nazis, racism. But I think Tila would have been a good housemate, so I am upset that she's gone. I think they should give her a second chance. It don't add up. That whole thing don't add up whatsoever.
Right, so what are you saying?
It just doesn't add up. Why you would evict someone for saying something outside the house, allegedly. She blatantly said something inside the house and they covered it up. It's a cover-up. And that is not what Big Brother's about. It's wrong. Anyway, so...
Except for the times when it is about a cover-up.
Yeah.
Like when Jay McRae shut in the freezer.
Yeah, that was a proper cover-up. So then... Oh, Janice Dickinson was... her fucking eagle ears are out again because they were...
She was having the Helen Wood sleep.
No, it wasn't that time. This was before that. She heard them talking about her exes and she was sitting there and she's like, I can hear you. They should have learnt from that time. And she's like, all those little bitches talking about my exes. It's like, wow. So then... Oh, yeah, we had a... Oh, do you want to do a bit on... Stevie and Chloe and their sham of a relationship?
Well, all I know for sure, and this is just from the feeds that I've seen, is that he really, really loves her, and that if she ever needs like a shoulder to cry on, then he's there for her.
That's a weird thing to say to your partner.
Really
Imagine if
beautiful,
you said that
and
he's a man beast or something.
Oh no, wasn't it Ultra Beast or
Beauty and the Beast?
But it turns out she's a neurotic wreck as well.
Yeah, she's a state.
So they're a match made in heaven. But I notice every day, come rain or shine, when the feeds are on, they have a half-hour segment of how much they love each other, how it's not just for Closer magazine, and it's all genuine.
They must think we're fucking born yesterday. So then,
but do you think them being a couple is an advantage or a disadvantage?
I don't know.
I think he's gonna, or one of them's gonna show like really arsehole traits. I think they've got twice the chance to succeed, but twice the chance to fail.
Twice the hateability.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you might like one and not the other, and then you're screwed, aren't you? So then, now we had ding ding ding. It's Janice versus Austin, and it's Gaygate.
Oh, who's the biggest gay lord in the Big Brother house? Right, I love it. First of all, we have Michelle Visage. She's the standard to which we aspire.
Yeah, you thought she was a patronising bitch. You ain't met Janice yet.
Now, as usual, we've got an actual honest to goodness homosexual right there in our face. But now we have a straight woman telling us about door knocking and gay rights.
You weren't there, man. Oh. You weren't there when everyone was dying of AIDS. That's nice, isn't it, to associate all gay people with AIDS? Have you knocked on doors? Have you?
No, I haven't. I admit.
Do you think she's ever knocked on a door?
I reckon she knocked on a door just for the purpose, so she could bring it up in a reality show one day.
I loved it when she was like mouthing off, and he just went to her, "How dare you?" And I thought, yes, that's exactly what I want from a housemate, to not like pussyfoot round her, but to actually say, "How dare you?" Like,
I really like Austin, but I also, because I like him, I'm sure he'll be like first boot. So
yeah, typical.
But don't you think he's great?
Yeah, I like him. I like how obnoxious he is.
Yeah,
he reminds me of Jeremy.
And he wanders around in his undies quite a lot, just like Mark
and the rest. And then he was like going to, oh, my husband couldn't even like come into the country, and she's like, oh well, sorry, I didn't know that. It's like, yeah, you don't know because you're straight, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, she's a big blabbermouth.
But to be fair, she is funny. I like Janice. I like the way she's lording it over people.
I think she's an old cunt.
She is, but she's funny though.
But don't you think she's absolutely hateable?
Yeah, but she's brilliant.
I can't stand her. But I quite like her in a funny sort of way.
So then we had, Austin's out of the frying pan into the fire. We had the "Don't Stare at Me" gate.
Oh.
Was it him?
No, that was James.
I'm getting them confused because they both look like
now
James
man. Was walking past Farah, which we did not see evidence of before.
No, bad editing. Bad editing.
But how can you show it if it's not there?
What do you mean?
Anyway, so he was allegedly staring at her.
Why would he stare at that fucking...
That's like when you're in the pub and someone says, were you staring at me? If you say yes, you're going to get hit. Yeah. And if you say no, you're also going to get hit. So you can't win.
She's like sat there putting her lip gloss on. She's like, I'm just trying to go to sleep. And she got out of bed and she
had her jeans on.
It's like, okay.
She goes to sleep in her jeans.
No.
I think only Jeremy Clarkson does that.
And then Austin jumped in. This is why I got confused. Austin jumped in and went, "Get over yourself," to her, sticking up for his boyfriend, James. And then she was like, "What are you getting involved for?" And she called one or other of them a dipshit, which I enjoyed.
Right.
I thought a dipshit was like an English word, didn't you?
No.
It is a good insult, though.
That's dipstick is English, isn't it?
I like that, dipshit. It's good. I'm going to bring that back. So then, was he staring at her? Yes or no?
We don't know.
know.
Probably, though.
Then James was like, "You hurt my feelings." And he like kind of squared up to her a little bit. I didn't really like that. Did you notice that?
I did notice it, but...
And then they tried to like apologise to each other and then just had another row.
Yeah, well...
I didn't really write down enough because I think I was drunk.
Well, that does happen. It can happen in Big Brother. It can happen in life. So, there you go. You know, we're all victims here.
Why she was putting that lip gloss on?
I don't know. Maybe it's like an OCD thing.
But the episode ended on a high note, literally, when Natasha Hamilton, known cunt from Atomic Kitten, sang A little bedtime ditty to the other housemates. You'll never... I can probably sing it better than she could. Did you enjoy that You'll Never Walk Alone by Natasha Hamilton?
It's always... Actually, I mustn't say it's always been one of my favourite songs because people would take it literally. Just like they think I really like loose women. But...
Hi, Aaron. He doesn't like loose women.
But anyway...
Oh, that reminds me. James admitted to me the other day and said, don't tell anyone, but I fancy Sherry Hewson. Sorry, James.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I just said she had nice hair for an old granny.
Hair?
Yes.
No, tits, you said.
That is outrageous.
It's a lie.
Yeah, it's
you do lie detector.
Massive lie.
No, you said she was a fit. You said she was your favourite loose woman.
No, I just said I was sleeping at the back.
You said promise you won't tell anyone this, and I didn't promise. I had my fingers crossed behind my back. Anyway, so James fancies Sherry Hewson, who has got 0 airtime so far.
Yeah, she's she's on my brown nose list.
You have to wait and see if she's in the hot tub or something. You'll enjoy that. You're a Denise Welsh, isn't it?
It's better than
That Natasha Hamilton, though, she's a proper cunt. She's horrible.
Oh, what, you only just noticed?
Rotten person. Started on that Farrah, admittedly, she's rotten as well. But then singing You'll Never Walk Alone, and everyone was wincing. It was awful.
But it's a horrible, horrible song.
Oh, dreadful.
And she sang it awfully. But I thought everyone was very polite.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone behind her back to go, what the fuck? It was like when Chantel was pretending to be in that girl band. Even she sang better than that. So this brings us on to tonight's show. It began by them singing the national anthem.
Oh, right. Now, how many people overall actually sang?
I think they were singing the wrong words. It's like when footballers don't sing it, innit? And then Jenna Jameson was yawning during the national anthem.
Oh.
Off with your head. And then...
yeah.
I'm just seeing what's going on. Oh, Janice trusts Gail and Sherry. Gail is...
that she only trusts Gail because she's got cancer?
Yeah. Gail is so brave. Janice's mum had cancer, so she knows how it feels like.
Oh, she knows about the chemo, about the oncology visits. Oh.
She got Gail to unpack her suitcase for her.
That's nice.
Because she's got arthritis.
But you'd think, knowing that she's already suffering from cancer, you didn't really ask us to run around after
10 years, man, she's had cancer. Fuck me. Poor thing.
She's strong. I'll give her that.
Is she having chemotherapy in the house, or...?
It was just... It's her one last hurrah. She always wanted to be on Celebrity Big Brother, so...
So that was when, after that, Janice was piping up in the back garden saying she could hear them talking about her. That was quite funny. And then, I think it was at James saying Janice had moved his beauty station. What the fuck is that when it's at home?
Are you sure it was his
It was
beauty
him
station?
and Jenna said... Janice had moved both their makeup out. Why has James got makeup? What is this?
It's The Apprentice.
Oh, what's that mean?
He's metrosexual.
He's more than that, babe. Come on. He's bi-curious at least.
No, I mean, be fair, he did get out of the bed when he saw the exposed willy.
How many minutes afterwards did he get out of that bed?
Hey, I always blame the edit.
Someone on Twitter who had football as their avatar, so it tells you all, was going, oh, that was well out of order what Austin did. That's making James feel really uncomfortable. He did not feel uncomfortable. He was fucking lapping it up. He was loving it.
When I saw that, the first thing I thought of was Aaron.
Sexual assault.
No, because
he didn't touch him.
I know, but it wasn't that far removed from what Aaron did. And it just goes to show, mind you, it shows that this guy's a good gamer. He got his cock and balls out. He did the full Gary Busey right there. And the night vision caught it.
And Natasha saw it too.
And I'm sure Chris Ellison saw it as well.
What was that?
It was all about rub my hamstring. Isn't your hamstring?
I thought it was on your ankle. Or your shin.
But he's moved it up to basically near your butt and your balls.
That is ridiculous.
So, well.
Hold on, we'll have a bit more on that later. But when was the last time you saw a ball bag on Big Brother? Oh, I know, Mark. Remember Mark flashed his balls? Not that Mark. Irish Mark.
Oh.
Remember, he unzipped his flies and poked his balls out.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah, that is recent. So then...
Have you seen the ball bag when Dexter Coates did his streak around the garden?
Oh, God, I hope not.
We saw a lot of minerals, that's for sure.
So you've got a bit about brown noses, I think.
Oh, not really. Just the main brown nose in the house, definitely.
Who's your faves and who's your hates?
Well,
we like Austin the best.